It's Courtney. She's here.
Hi.
She says hi. Hi, I'm Phil. Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking. Tonight on the show, I'm going to teach you how to make al pastor. This is what it looks like. It is a pork taco. Now, this is going to be an asterisk episode in the context of it's not going to be legitimate. Al pastor means shepherd, so it's like shepherd's tacos. And traditionally, they're cooked on big roasted spits, like a gyro or a gyro or a doner. I don't have one of those. I also don't have time. And that's the problem. But, you know, if you don't have a lot of time and you want to experience the speeding up and slowing down of time, maybe you should start with a drink. This is our Mexican food episode. I'm gonna have a mezcal. That was a weird way to say mezcal. I understand a little bit. Pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna start with making the marinade. You know what they call a marinade that doesn't really marinate anything, but you don't give it time to marinate?
Sauce?
A sauce, yeah, that's exactly right. So I got some garlic here, 3 cloves, all by my lonesome, no one to peel. All my friends are dead. Kevin is probably at the climbing gym, if I had to guess. There's a statistical probability. So just that garlic, it's gonna be a raw marinade. I'm not gonna cook nothing. And I'm gonna throw them in this pot. All right, next up we got chilies in adobo, also called Chipotle peppers. This is a bullshit shortcut. You should use like guajillos, California peppers, you know, some of those mini fine smoked peppers that they make in Mexico land. I ain't got time for that. I also couldn't find any of them. I mean, they had like some peppers, but it was all the ones I didn't want. Key ingredient, pineapple juice. And if you're using canned pineapple for this recipe, you could just use the juice from the can. This is also juice from the can, and I'm opening from the wrong side. So I'm just gonna put the can in there. I'm making a shitload of this. I have literally auxiliary meats tonight because that's the path forward. The path forward is all the peppers I didn't want and auxiliary meats. Next up is Achiote Molito. Molito means ground. Achiote is ground annatto seeds. I don't know what the f these taste like. Most of these recipes call for Achiote paste, which is basically this shit with a bunch of the other flavors that we're putting in. That smells sweet, almost minty. Let's give that a taste. It's very dry. I don't even know how to describe that. That's really interesting. But it definitely has like a minty thing going on. Here's Cumin. You knew we were gonna put that in there. And fine, not brick oregano. This isn't even Mexican, it's just oregano. A little bit of cloves, just a dash. And maybe we'll throw in some vinegar. Regular vinegar is fine. Okay, a little bit of that. You don't really need too much. You got acidity from the pineapple juice. Some pep, pinch of salt. And let's swirl it up. Pour it in there carefully. That wasn't careful enough. No surprise. Okay. All right, we're smelling that up. Oh, smells so good. All right, so now we're gonna chop our pork, as to say on the Cooking with Dog, into bite-sized pieces. But we're not actually gonna do that. I fibbed. Okay, so these are boneless country ribs. Look at that packaging. They hid all the fat behind. Those bastards. Unbelievable. All right, so you want these like relatively thin, and if you're struggling, you can always like freeze this for a few minutes. But I never struggled in my whole life. I'm gonna try to cut these into a little bit longer pieces because I'm gonna stack it all up on a pineapple. That's how you make this dish. I'm trying to avoid some of that fat. You don't have to avoid all of it. So I think about 2.5 pounds, but really any amount of meat that you could pile on top of a pineapple will do. So I'll see you in a second. All right, here's our pile of sliced pork. And you can see I didn't worry about uniformity in any kind of way. Okay, there's our pork. All right, here's our beef. This is a bonus meat. This is our auxiliary meat. It's just going in the bag. That's it. I'm gonna take this bag and I'm gonna pour this marinade in there. And I'm saving some for the beef, a little bit of that. All right, so I'll show you the pork process. I'm moving over here just for a little bit more room. I sealed it with some air in there so I got room to put that pork. But actually that actually does nothing. And if I remove the air, then I have more room to move around the pork. All right, so we're gonna let that marinate for 4 hours to 3 days. Wink. Now I'm rubbing the auxiliary meat. All right, that's how you do it. All right, now here I got my pineapple. I'm using fresh today. I'm a fancy boy. You could use canned pineapple and it would be just fine. And you're gonna cut it into slices. This might be more aesthetically pleasing if it was round. We ain't got time for that. So I'm gonna do 2 big thick hunks. And there they are. They're gonna be our top and our bottom. And these will be our grilling slices that will be on the side. Excuse me. It's not actually a garbage can in that door. That's just where I put trash. That would be funny if it was true. Okay, so we're gonna let that meat marinate. I think we're gonna get the grill going because we gonna grill this. Oh boy. Okay, so we've done a lot of grill episodes this year. You've seen how I like grills. I'm lighting a grill, but I found a new lazy bullshit way of doing it. But you know, it's now my favorite way to do it. We literally just use a blowtorch. And I got some like coals from the previous grill. And literally I take that blowtorch and I just heat up some coals in there and then it's done. All right, you see that? That's the area I use blow on it. So those coals are hot enough that I'm literally just gonna put this on here, set up my grill like I normally would, put the airflow. It'll be ready in like 10 minutes. It's bullshit. I love this thing. All right, let's make this bread. Okay, I got my thick pineapple, thick. Right through the core, I'm gonna put the skewer, okay? So here's our meat pylon. All right, so we got our meat pylon. Now we gotta pile on the meat. And this might be tedious. So the idea is to take the thin pieces of meat and you put them on as best you can. So it's gonna be like a meat pile. I did not cut these evenly whatsoever. You gotta spread them out with the idea of making a meat log. Okay, I made it. The structural integrity is questionable. Okay, but now I got that pineapple side. And I'm gonna see if I can reinforce it with some additional spikes. Ow, oh shit. All right, we got some reinforcements there. We gotta reinforce this. There's a lot of meat. Now, if you were using a big spit, like a big metal thing, you might not have this problem that I do. But with the 5 skewers I put in there, look at that, it's got some structural integrity. Look at that. It's totally even too, that's the best part. Okay, there it is, babies. So I think we're gonna cook it in various angles. This would be the traditional way to cook it, so I'm gonna do that. But I also might cook it like sometimes on the side. We'll just have to see how manipulatable it is. By putting skewers in both ways, I've optimized the number of times I could get stabbed. All right, so let's get this bread. Hey fellow kids, let's get this bread. I just can't believe what this is. Courtney, come see this. Come see this bread.
Oh my god.
That's our dinner.
How is it gonna stand up?
I'm gonna hold it the whole time.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna
It's fine.
What if we just left it like that? Let's just leave it like that. This is a PGC classic. Let's just hope for the best. We'll check on it in a bit. You gotta believe to achieve. And then you gotta get the bread. It smells good. Oh, it's leaning even more. You got that burnt wood. I don't see how that could not be a success though. You know what I'm saying? If the burn just woods away, then I think it's no problem.
Burn woods away?
Yeah. It was inevitable that the meat would fall over. But it worked out just fine because it's looking bitchin'. Okay, so I got this meat tower. I'm gonna use my tongs to rotate it.
How long has it been about?
I don't know. We're gonna keep moving this around. We're gonna keep moving it around. And the rest of this cook is just gonna be me moving this meat around the grill in 80 units of time. The right time. So our meat's coming along, it's looking good. A little char on the outside. I got my auxiliary meat here, and I'm gonna put some vegetables here. This is a pineapple. The pine is the vegetable part, the apple is not. I got some peps, green, the color of money.
If you're American.
Who's watching this show is not American? Guys, I think the pork's done. You can tell because it's solid. It's a little burn on the outside. That's not a problem. Okay, it's going onto the done pan, and these vegetables are going onto the hot pan. The hot pan in this context is a grill, although you might not have known that if you were dumb. Okay, I'm gonna put additional vegetables on that grill. It's the only grill I've ever known. That's an onion. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even live here. Has science gone too far? Okay, so we're pretty much in that home stretch. I don't know if you ever been to a carnival and you smelled like that other people grilling pineapple, but this is what it smells like. It smells good. Gonna let it rest. I'm gonna cook the other shits. Here we go. Here we go. This is food. I am taking the food inside. Here's the food. Alright, here's our al pastor. You're supposed to use a sharp knife and shave it off. But you know, for what we made, I think whatever we can knock off is gonna be fine. Oh, there's some wood there. Okay, so I just realized maybe I should pull out the wood. You know what I'm saying? Here's the pork. It's looking good, guys. It's looking real good. There's some pineapple. The good news is that the pork is fully cooked. The bad news is that it's hard to cut. But you know, I think that's gonna be good enough for a taco. So we'll just take it as it comes. Now, certainly, I know that you PGC viewer are wondering how we will reheat this corn tortilla. It's going in the microwave. While that's doing that, take that hot pineapple, that hot onion, give it some chops. Bam, chopped pep, avocado, chopped cilantro. And here it is. This is the al pastor taco. We're taking the pork. There it is. Beautiful. We're taking the pineapple. There it is. Also beautiful. Onion, pep, avocado, cilantro. And you could eat it just as is, or you could add salsa. Pickled onion. It's a little bit pickled. There it is. How does it taste? So nice. It's like a nice spicy smoked pork. Beautiful flavor from the grilled pineapple. I love it. Wow. Another smashing, pretty good success. If you enjoy this content, you can contribute to the continued existence of this content by watching our show. You could tell other people about this show, but please don't. We're trying to keep it on the down low. Okay, that's it. Have a good night. That's how you do it. Bye-bye.